What's up, you guys? It's Jason from RPM, and today we're going to be showing you how to install a muffler on a Maverick R. The process is pretty straightforward and pretty much the same for all of our mufflers. This is actually the chambered muffler, which is the quieter version of our lineup for the Maverick R. But this is the one I chose to install on the car because this is the next one to go on the dyno. Get some results for you guys. So these cars have been making great power on the dyno from just exhaust, running super cool. And of course, these mufflers, even our heavier chambered version, is drastically lighter than the stock one. So this is the muffler. This is the muffler tip bracket. This is used on every one of our versions of the muffler. Simply what this is a bracket that holds the factory tip on. We do have other tip options, carbon fiber tips that are a variety of different colors, and they all install the same or similar way. This video is just going to show you how to quickly install a muffler and how easy it is on the Maverick R. First thing I like to do is get the sway bars off the car. You don't have to remove them. I just like to drop the sway bar. You really almost have to with the muffler install. It's not worth fighting. It's too nuts to pull these sway bars off, so just drop the rod, drop that down, that down. And if your mid-pipe's stuck, remember, the V-band clamp, just tap it with a chisel and hammer to shock the V-band clamp loose. We're gonna drop this mid-pipe down and out of the way, and that's gonna give us full access to the factory muffler. Gonna get it out of there and get this beautiful sounding RPM chambered muffler in this Maverick R. All right, first thing we're gonna do is get these springs off of here. If you've got factory heat shields on still, you'll need to remove those, but these springs all come off pretty easy. Hopefully you picked the RPM spring tool in checkout, because right about now is when you're wishing you had. It's enough so that it can swing out of the way. I just like to push the mid-pipe out of the way. Now it's time to get on these 13s from the factory muffler. You've got 2 over here, then 2 on each side of the muffler. And then you get this suitcase out of here. It's pretty heavy, so be careful, but I like to take it out the driver's side. All right, guys, to make things easy, it's best to just remove the tip now. That way you're not fighting it on the way out. So we're gonna go ahead and get back here, remove the bolt back here, and the one on top, this sucker pulls right out of there. All right, guys, you got all the hardware removed. The muffler is nice and loose, ready to come out of there. You got the tip off. It's time to get the suitcase out of here. All right, guys, so we got the muffler ready to fall out of here. Your best bet is just to manhandle it. Like I said, this thing is not light. If you have a helping hand, probably time to use them. If not, just kind of get underneath this thing, pull it out, try not to bang it off the radius rods and stuff. So this thing in the trash. All right, guys, so this is the tip bracket that's included. This is your factory tip. If you're running this one, we're gonna be putting the factory tip back on this one. We're gonna go ahead and do that now using the factory hardware. You can use the factory spark arrestor on our mufflers as well. So that's a cool thing. So we're just gonna drop this on and get the hardware installed. The hardware is all installed on the tip. We're gonna throw this clamp that we're gonna tighten it on later. Get it out of our way for now. We're gonna throw this muffler up in there. All right, guys, so now you got the muffler. We're gonna get the mid-pipe set back up in here. All right, guys, so if you got the mid-pipe up against the muffler, it's loose. What I like to do at this time is make sure that you have the muffler where you want it. We'll tighten the muffler down, and then we can fine-tune the mid-pipe where it goes. Usually just install on the spring hooks. We'll pull the mid-pipe into its correct location, and then from there you can tighten the V-band clamp. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get this tip up here. I like to make sure that the clamp is pointing the right direction for me to tighten it. I'm gonna make sure everything's center, get it all straight where I want it, make sure it's level, and then from there, we can tighten the muffler bolts down. Then we can do the mid-pipe like I was saying. All right, guys, you got your muffler all in place where you want it. Like I was saying, you can come back, drop these spring hooks in. All right, guys, so what I like to do is kind of give this mid-pipe a nice little shake. Make sure everything's where it wants to be. It's not all cockeyed or anything like that. Then it's time to tighten your V-band clamp, and then we'll go up there and we'll finish tightening the T-bolt clamp that holds the tip on. We actually gotta drop the O2 sensor in first. Then we can go up to the tip. All right, guys, I've come back up, verified this tip is definitely straight and where I want it. I'm gonna come through here, tighten this T-bolt. All right, guys, that wraps up our muffler install video. Like I said, this is a pretty universal muffler install video. Our sport muffler will be the same. If you've got the E-valve muffler, you're obviously gonna have the harness to run. We'll have PDF instructions for that, but the physical installation of the muffler is the same. The muffler delete is practically the same video. You have one less mount on that one. If you need our mid-pipe installation video, we've got the video for that too. And yeah, we do a lot more than just exhaust blow-off valves, all of our silicone intake stuff, fan overrides, auxiliary fuel tanks. We've got it all for the Maverick R and plus many other models as well. So RPMSxS.com.